Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and this is the encouraging word for today. Are you beautiful? Are you beautiful? Now, I have to have a disclaimer today before I go any further and get myself in a lot of trouble. I am not a fashion consultant, not at all. And I'm not giving fashion advice. I'm not giving criticism about any type of fashion whatsoever. So you don't have to send me comments about this or about that. I'm not a fashion consultant. That's not what this is all about. I am the same as everybody else. I'm concerned about what I look like. In fact, when I was about 12 years old, maybe, I had glasses. I had been prescribed glasses, but I would never wear them. And I couldn't see that well, but I would not wear them. I used to strike out when I was on a baseball team. I used to strike out because I couldn't see the ball, but I didn't want to be known as four-eyed Willie. It made me feel embarrassed. Not that many people were wearing glasses at that time, and I wanted to fit in with everybody else. And as we're growing up, we are very sensitive about the way we look. We want to fit in with everybody else, whether it's a hairstyle, whether it's a type of clothing we wear, type of pants we wear, whether it's low-lying pants, tight pants, whatever it is. But of course, we outgrow that when we become adults, right? Wrong. Our society, we live in a society that's controlled by our outward appearance. It's all around us. There's a huge fashion industry. There's a huge commercial industry that just makes huge amounts of money that's based on making us focus on what we look like externally. Think about fashions that come in. When I first saw a few people wearing jeans that were ripped, and again, I'm not criticizing, I'm not against it or anything like that, but I saw a few people wearing it, and I said, wow, that's really weird. That was my initial reaction. But then soon I noticed everybody was wearing it. Then it wasn't just women or young men. It was people my age started wearing ripped jeans and things like that. And I say, what is going on? You see, we all have this desire to fit in, to be not be seen as not valuable because of the way we look. I see all the time, particularly men, wearing certain types of watches, and then they'll pose for a picture, and they'll be like this, and the watch will be there, prominently displayed that they got this certain kind of watch, and they'll be there like that. And I saw an advertisement today as I was coming home on a billboard. It was all about watches. And it gave you the impression that you have a certain type of watch, you have status. You have status. It can happen with sneakers. I like sneakers. I like a certain type of sneaker. I wouldn't wear another type of sneaker. Or it could happen with handbags that women use, pocketbooks. Some of them, I look at them and I say, oh, that's nice. So how much? I asked my wife, how much does that one over there cost? Oh, that's like $500. I'm like, are you serious? There's new fashions every year and people follow it. But my friends, it is a satanic trap, a satanic trap. And Satan, who is subtle, Satan, who is a liar, has infiltrated all areas of our society with this idea that you judge yourself by your outward appearance. You judge other people by their outward appearance, and you focus on your outward appearance. Fashion, styles, but it's a trap because it leads to comparison, and somebody loses when there's a comparison. Secondly, because as we get older, our outward appearance changes, and you can't stop that. And if we believe Satan's lie, that our value is based on what we look like, we neglect the true importance in life, which is our inner being, We neglect our inner being and we focus on the external. And that's sad. Now, Peter is teaching us about lesson number 1, which he learned from Jesus. He saw Jesus put in action, and that's humility. Humility is an inner quality. A submissive, quiet spirit is an inner quality. And Peter is teaching us in different relationships. He's talking about a wife with her husband. And he's telling the wife where her focus should be. And this is what it says in 1 Peter 3:3-4. Now, this is a specific example of a general principle. It doesn't just apply to women, it applies to men, applies to everybody, married, unmarried, male, female. So this is the principle, and he's applying it to wives. 1 Peter 3:3-4. Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles, the wearing of gold jewelry, or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that of your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight. So he says your beauty. So people are concerned with beauty, and there is beauty in God's eyes. God sees beauty when he looks at us. You can look beautiful in God's eyes. So he says your beauty should not come from outward adornment. So it's not based on anything external. It's not based even on how big my nose is, my ears, what I look like, what my hair is like, what kind of clothes I'm wearing. It's not based on any of those things. And then he gives the list of different things. And he mentions fine clothes, gold jewelry, elaborate hairstyles. Nothing's changed in 2,000 years. Rather, he said, so instead of focusing on the external, he says, rather, your beauty should be that of your inner self. The unfading, it doesn't fade. If you work on your inner self, that doesn't fade. The external fades. My hair is all white. It wasn't always white, but we fade away externally. But internally, we can grow stronger every day. It's unfading. The unfading beauty, it's beautiful, of a gentle and quiet spirit. Humility, it's beautiful, which is of great worth in God's sight. So God looks at you and he says, you're looking good, man. You're looking good. Not because of wearing a watch, or I got a type of hairstyle, or what kind of clothes I wear. That's irrelevant to God. It's because of your heart. You've got a humble and quiet spirit. And God looks at the heart. Man looks at the external. And when I was reading this, as I was preparing for today, it just reminded me of Proverbs chapter 31, where it describes a woman, what a woman of value is. And it says in verse 31 of Proverbs 31, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So let's shift our focus. Let's break the mold. Let's break the attraction of the world in our lives. And I'm not saying you should go not take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. But put your focus. Our society is way out of balance in this area. Shift your focus from the external things to the internal and break free of Satan's trap, the bondage of beauty, the bondage of keeping up with other people, the bondage of judging yourself by what you look like externally, and focus on the internal, in yourself and in others. That's where God is looking, and that's where I want to look, and I hope you also want to look there. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.